Nice show of respect from both guys.
Man, I love this record too. 9-1 versus 4-0.
Right.
Bam, bam.
Here we go.
Level changing. Look at that already.
Like
I can already see
he's
it.
He's a two-time high school All-American wrestler, Kevin is, so we know that's his base.
Beautiful sprawl, though.
Yes.
Beautiful sprawl, beautiful cross face. Looks like he's driving his hips in like he's going to go to this belly down guillotine.
Yeah, Braden. Ooh.
I like that sprawl.
Braden is a strong kid for sure, man.
He looks like a 185er.
He is.
He is going for that guillotine. He's driving his hips in.
He was the MUCF middleweight champ, actually, so he's fought at middleweight before. But Kevin's doing a good job right now of maintaining the position.
That's just one of those things you got to recognize at that time, especially with a wrestler. Their hips are amazing, and they know how to flip that switch or hit a switch, in this case, and take a guillotine, turn it into the top position.
Exactly.
You hear his coaches saying, try and sweep and keep his back against the cage. This is amazing how we can utilize this. Football players, they utilize the field. They utilize the hash marks, the line. They understand every intricacy of the sport. That's what this is. You have to train those little tiny details.
Know when to use what position you're in, when to use the cage.
Right.
Right now, Braden needs to go for an underhook.
He's doing a great job controlling the posture of Kevin. That's exactly what he's supposed to do. Able to regain guard pretty easily. I don't know if he's looking for that butterfly. I think he was looking for that left butterfly.
He just goes back to close guard now.
It's really hard to do any damage when you're laying down.
So much.
Ankle pick.
Now back to their feet. Both guys. Nice knee from Braden. But Kevin goes right for that double leg, right to that wrestling base. Braden laying some nice shots right now, though.
They add up. It doesn't look like much. You know, you look at the fight. Kevin's winning the grappling part of this, right? But Braden, man, this is where the damage wears you down.
Exactly, just like in the Arshawn fight. You know,
yes,
Logan
sir.
Going for those takedowns, but Arshawn was relentless on that. Right now, Kevin's doing something.
He's doing a great job controlling the legs of Braden, and without being able to get off of his back or butt. It's hard to generate power in a little hammer fist. From top position, it's fantastic.
10 seconds
there,
left.
There we go.
Beautiful ground and pound with Kevin.
Create
right
that space.
Oh. Looks like a bulldog choke attempt almost from Braden. Into the first round. Really a nice control there from Kevin. But Braden was doing some good job doing a little bit of ground and pound.
1-2.
If I was a judge, I would definitely give it a 10-9 to Kevin, just from the control in the top game. But it would be a hard round to throw. But with the top game and control, and it's right back to the same position again.
Absolutely. Yep, right back again. Kind of an open guard, not closing his guard, not setting up for sweeps, not going for submissions. He's just controlling, trying to do some damage.
It's almost looking like he's just trying to get, like you said, trying to get a tie up, trying to get a stand up. But Kevin's relentless right now into half guard. Braden's trying to slip back to full guard. Braden's got an open guard right now from the bottom. Kevin looks like he's trying to pass. Braden isn't doing a good job of tying him up right now, though, and not letting a lot of damage happen.
But you can think of that. Here's the deal, though. From a referee standpoint, Braden lost 2 rounds.
Most definitely. You're not going to win a fight doing that.
This is a 5-round title fight. And if you keep doing every round like this, you're going to lose a decision. And because it's not because he's not fighting. He's fighting. It's because he's not getting the damage or he's not hitting submission attempts. That's a difference. It's the only difference.
It's really hard to get a judge to give you the fight off.
Oh. And he just finds himself on the back one more time.
I can't.
You can't hear now? Okay, I'll fix it.
It's this.
Talk.
Right now, it looks like Braden was going for the mission control, but right now, right back to close guard. Kevin are doing a good job of controlling, but Braden really has got to do something to change his position right now.
He's doing a good job controlling his posture, which keeps Kevin down without raining down punches, without creating as much space as possible and getting the damage. So he's controlling posture, but this is where he's got to be looking for. There, like you're grabbing that wrist and looking for a sit-up sweep, looking for a triangle. You hear the corner is saying 45 seconds left. You know, in the mind right now. In the mind of a fighter. You're on top, you're winning the rounds, grinding him out. And it looks like Kevin's a great grinder.
Most definitely.
Wrestle and grind.
He's using that wrestling background. Like I said, Braden's going to have to get a little more he's going to have to do something right now because this game plan's not working out for him.
Kevin's doing a great job controlling his hips. Braden, Bam Bam's got to get up and punch.
Most definitely. Bam Bam's got to
sprawl.
bam.
Circle.
Yeah. Close guard right now.
You just can't win on the bottom in a judge's eyes.
And Kevin is just relentless with his pressure, man. He's got a really good top game, and it's obviously because Braden's a strong kid. Braden's going to have to do something to create some space, and like you said, put those things on him, man.
Yep. And that's what he's doing. You look at Braden now, you see he's getting more winded, and that's because Kevin it's a lot of work staying. Oh, there we go. That's it, creating that space, keeping him away from you, but you got to watch catching that leg kick.
It's
good
that
sprawl.
Landed, but he looked like he handled it right now.
Man, it did look like it landed. Oh, man, Braden's got a head of stone.
He sure does. Bam, bam.
Hit that crossface and spin.
Right now,
he's going to his butt.
Great job. Yes, he is. He's going right now. Kevin's going for that leg. Sorry, Braden. Kevin has just got a grinding style. He's just relentless with it.
He just understands leverage. He understands a position. Put him on his butt. All you got to do is take a leg, put him on one butt cheek. He goes down. Put him on a butt cheek.
And it's really hard to win a fight from your back. The more advanced in MMA goes, you see less and less wins off your back, less and less submissions. It's tough.
Very impressed right now. Braden came out, and we looked like he was going to throw some kicks and creating space, and then all of a sudden here comes a high kick, a head kick.
And answer back.
Unexpected.
And I was just going to say it's really dangerous to throw kicks against wrestlers, especially when they throw one right back at you.
No kidding. Well, that's what I was going to say. Wrestlers like to catch kicks and put you off. You know, you're on one foot instead of two. Man, very unexpected, but, man, I love that about MMA.
It's what it's saying. Just because you have a certain background doesn't mean you can't evolve and learn and gain. And that's what it's about, becoming a full mixed martial artist, putting it all together. Oh, right now, Kevin's using wonderful heck.
He was up. It looked like he was standing. It looked like he was standing. He was standing. He was standing. I want to see the replay. I want to see the replay.
We need a replay. It looked like he was standing up to me. Here we go.
Here we go. If he's got a hand on the ground, he's down, but it looked like he popped it off the ground.
It did.
Starts to stand. Hand on the ground. He's down. He's down. He's down. He's down. Dang, I was wrong.
It was close. But he's back. Braden's already ready to go.
Yeah.
What a warrior this guy
I'm telling
is.
You, head
I
of
love
stone.
it. Oh, he got a little wild on that.
Cross that
but
face.
He's still forcing the scramble.
Cross that face. There we go, Braden.
Braden's getting relentless with it right now.
He's grabbing that neck again. You can't cradle a wrestler. Cradle a wrestler, he's going to grab your legs. He had a great cross-face defense. That's what he needs to stick to, cross-face defense.
So that's the proper defense against a wrestler's
100%.
Don't cradle.
There he goes back to the crossface. See how he's not on his butt now? You go back to the head, go over the neck, cradle, and that's what he's going to look for.
Kevin
beautiful,
is strong. I'm
beautiful
very impressed with this. Right now he's laying down bows with no hooks in, but he's got both hooks in.
Turn on top.
Oh,
this is the fight.
Oh, this is the fight we were looking for. All heart from these guys.
Crossface. See, grab that leg and put him on a butt cheek. Man.
That's why wrestlers are hard to deal with, man. It's just that I feel like it's the discipline they go through with wrestling. It just transcends so well into the cage.
You're right.
That heart, that head, the skill.
It's tenacity,
level.
man. They are so tenacious. But man, I gotta say, I'm impressed with the heart of Braden. The sprawl, being able to get back out of that position. I mean, I know he wants to be on top, and it's just the small little details, man, but that's the prevalence of where we're watching right now. The difference is just wrestling. The actual fighter right there. Round number 4, boys and girls.
Championship rounds, Pyramid Fight 8.
Hands up, let's go. All right, Braden. Ah,
And
look at that.
right back.
Crossface. Oh, come on, right to the cage. Kevin has got his game plan.
He's got it down, and he's sticking to it. He's not even worried about anything else but sticking to that game plan. He's not worried about if it's, some people maybe try to cater to the crowd and think he's trying to stick to his game plan and
Braden
win a
was
fight.
almost back on top with that. Kevin has done a fantastic job of sucking in the legs. Exactly what you have to do. You got to trap the legs. They call him stapling, ankle picking, windshield wiper. And that's what he's doing. See, he's grabbing the ankle, he pulls it to him. Kind of like if you're on your back in half guard, grab the foot. It's like an old school. But he doesn't care if he's in his guard. There's some people that you cannot be in their clothes. You can't be on your back in their guard or in their guard while they're on their back.
Too dangerous. But But Kevin, he's obviously so confident in his wrestling and his grind. And you know what? I'm really impressed with how strong he is, because Braden looks like the stronger fighter, and he may be, but Kevin's using that wrestling and his technique
controlling
just to get
him,
to get to the fight where he wants it.
I just don't see the little tiny shots. He's doing what he needs. He's winning rounds, and he's exhausting his opponent. He's doing what he needs to do. There's never a time where Rocky's like, hey, he's never in, Braden is not
danger.
Right, absolutely. Braden's not in danger. But he's winning the rounds and he's grinding them out. And this is where you can just suck the soul out of your opponent.
And I think a lot of fight fans don't really realize what this can do to, what somebody being on top of you like this for 4 straight rounds can do to you.
Well, we just saw that. I see him. Look at his left foot right now. He keeps posting, he's sneaking his toes in. I saw it in the first round. Right there it is. He's looking for that butterfly. He's looking for that butterfly.
He's trying to get a sweep.
Every single time he moves his hips. It's a great chess battle going on. Who's imparting their will? That's the difference.
And right now it is Kevin, but I mean, Braden is not giving up. I mean, the kid is all heart. Kevin's using that 2-time All-American wrestling. It's just,
in those other fights, people say you can't decision a champion. But this is definitely one of those fights. You're winning all 4 rounds so far.
Oh,
this is how you win a championship battle by decision.
Decisively right now.
Right.
There's really no question.
He came in here for one thing, and he's taking a belt back to Memphis. And this is where Braden has got to realize, he's got 1 round after this. He's got 25 seconds. He's got 1 more round.
He's got to go for broke. This is when you got to go in there, guns blazing, and put it all out, because you got to know you're down 4 rounds right now. We know he's got heart. He's our current champion right now. Let's see what he can do. He's trying his hard, but just Kevin is relentless right now with the pressure. That grinding wrestler style.
Butterfly, double butterfly. Boom.
All right, we're moving on to the 5th and final round right now. Try to
sidestep
uppercut.
Sidestep uppercut. This is it. This is the last round. You look at it. You got 3 minutes. What are you going to do for 3 minutes?
This is it.
What is Kevin going to do? He's going to close the gap. He steps forward, drop levels. Put those hands together.
Braden's
look for
looking
that.
with it.
There it is. Drop
a lazy
levels.
kick.
And then he's
Kevin
got double
put
overhooks.
right on him. Kevin made him pay for the lazy kick, and it's right back to where it's been for 4 straight rounds. Kevin on top, grinding. Braden's got to be desperate right now. He can't really afford to waste any time on his back, even if he's doing damage, in my opinion.
But here's the deal. You got to look at this. He's 9-1. Unless he's able to get up, get control. This is a position I thought Kevin would be in better. This is where he wants to be. This is the damage of a wrestler.
Oh, and right back. Braden is having a really tough time dealing with Kevin, man, and I see why he's grinding.
Crossface.
And just right back, though.
Crossface.
Right back on that leg, unrelentless. Look at that.
Put him back on his back, switch to a double.
That's beautiful wrestling, Kirby.
You got to go back and you got to look at it. Kevin did his job. He did his homework. He knew exactly what to do. This is where Braden decides, I'm 9-1 as an amateur. I've got people looking at me. This is a beautiful thing for him, because my first loss is when I finally learned. My first loss was when I finally learned. I'm like, okay, now it's go time
to get ready.
Now he knows what he needs to do. Nothing exposes you more than your weaknesses. Losing because of a weakness. And now he knows exactly what he's got to do. But we can't count him out. Here's the deal. We watched Nathan Gilmore fighting Jesse Hancock, 4 rounds, losing just like this. On his back, submission attempts, and then came back and got the knockout in the 5th round.
He's got a minute left to do something right now, and Kevin is not letting
Bam
up.
Bam, get up.
He's not. We got to get Bam Bam up right now. He's got to do whatever he takes in his power to get to his feet and try to put something on Kevin Peace's face to knock him out, but it's not looking good.
I see he's trapping that wrist. It looks like he's trying to get an underhook from the backside to trap it. I don't know if he's – see, he keeps trapping that from – but you trap it from behind his back so you can sneak that leg out, hit a triangle, or sweep him. But he's grinding this fight out.
He's giving him no
smart
space to even try to work anything from his guard.
It reminds me of 2010 George St. Pierre. 2008, 2009 George St. Pierre. You know,
Yes.
everybody like, come on, that's all he's going to – listen, he is a smart game plan.
Zero damage. He's taking no damage, and he wins the fight. And you know what? I'm the kind of guy, I don't care if the crowd's excited. This guy's doing exactly what he needs to do to win the fight.
Right.
You know? And it's a skill level that a lot of people don't understand what it takes to be able to do that to another grown man, to be able to control for 5 straight rounds like this, a game opponent like Braden Webster, you know?
That's incredible performance. Congratulations, Kevin. You're right, Jim. Game opponent for both of these guys.
Oh, yes. All right, we're ready for the judges' announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of championship action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored about the same for your winner and new welterweight pyramid fighting champion, Kevin Kinsella!